going to do the daily energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Then it was not meant for you. Also, this is a timeless reading for the collective, so it is for anyone who feels drawn to hear this message. So I thought I would use my Lenormand today. I love my Lenormand, so I wanted to change it up and see what messages the Lenormand has to say. Feeling like that. We have the storks. We have the ship, compass, the wishing well, the mice, the clock, the child, the woman, and for overall energy we have number 20, the park. So for overall energy we have number 20, the park, and that represents get-togethers, gatherings, hanging out with people, meeting people, possibly meeting somebody new. Connecting could be with business. Could meet somebody that will head you in a different direction. I feel like if you have someone that says, hey, let's get together or let's do this, I feel like it is something that you should do, that you should look into, that you should, because I feel like there may be an opportunity or someone there that you would like to meet. Of course, you have to do whatever it is you feel is right. I'm not telling you that you have to, but I feel like this reading is for that person that if opportunities arise, that you should grab those, that you should go ahead, even if you're thinking, oh, why am I even going? Because sometimes that's when things happen, is when you're like, oh, it's, you know, how am I ever gonna, and then it like happens when you completely weren't expecting it. And I feel like that's what this reading is that it's going to happen when you least expect it. For for current energies, we have the storks, which is the two storks are building the nest and the sun is coming through there. They're working together. It represents springtime. It represents working together, building things together. We have the ship, which means that you are headed towards the right direction. You are moving forward. You're building something. You're headed towards something. Again, we have the compass. So between the ship and the compass, the ship is heading right towards the compass. And I just feel like that is, you know, you are headed in the right direction, even if you feel that you may not be. And then what is that direction? The wishing well. So we love that. So headed toward your dreams coming true, your wishes coming true, your goals coming true, things happening for you. But with the Lenormand, we have the wishing well, but we also have like this little hand crank on the side. And in order to drop this bucket down into the wishing well, you have to use the hand crank. So that means that you have work that you have to do, right? And that's what I was talking about with manifesting, is that yes, it's good to have those things that you want to manifest, that you want to have happen, to write those things down, to say them out loud, to be in that energy. But you also have to figure out what are those things to make it happen, right? So if you want to have this new business, or you want to have a business opportunity, what are those things that you can do to make that happen? You want to be in that energy. You say, hey, or I want to make more money, okay? Yeah. Put that out in the universe. But what are those things that you can do too? Is it something within your job that you can move to a different department, a different section, or you can, you know, maybe go back to school and learn some more things, to get a degree, to just research those things. Maybe it's a hobby that you turn into a business, you know, and you make money that way. What are those things that you can do to make it happen? Is it a relationship? Putting yourself out there, right? If somebody says, hey, let's get together. I'm having a get together. Why don't you stop on by? Doesn't mean you have to stay there from sun up to sundown, or you have to stay there the whole entire time, but at least putting yourself out there, either to make those business contacts, those big business connections, or those personal connections. What are those things, right? Because with this wishing wheel, you have to use the hand crank in order to make it go down, to scoop up the water, and then bring it back up. What are those things that you can do to make your wishes and your dreams and your goals come true? All right, for future energies, we have the mice, and I feel like it's a little bit at a time. Sometimes we expect things, and I do too. You know, it would be nice if things would just happen all at once. You know, like you have that big thing happen where you're like, oh, good. But sometimes it's a little bit at a time. And it says those little gains, those little positive things, and those little bits at a time, those little positive energies, those little signs that are around you that kind of show you, yeah, you're on the right track. Like for me lately, I've been seeing twos a lot, especially on the clock, or like twos are coming up a lot for me. So I did a little research on what twos means, and it means that you're headed in the right direction, and that you're doing the right thing, and it's the signs to say, yeah, you're headed in the right direction, to keep going. And I'm like, oh, okay, so after I read it, I felt so much better, because I'm like, sometimes I just wonder, like, am I headed in the right direction? You have those doubts because they're not big things that are happening. It's those little things. So it's like taking those little signs that happen and taking that and saying, yes, okay, I am headed in the right direction. Making those little changes. Time, it's going to take some time, right? The clock, time, little bits at a time. It may not happen all at once. It may be little things that happen, little things that start to fall in place, or signs that are showing you, yeah, you're headed in the right direction. Keeping it light, keeping it simple, keeping it playful, keeping it fun, not getting frustrated when things are not working out the way that you feel. I mean, the current energy is that you're building on this, that you're heading into the right direction, that you're heading towards your dreams and your goals, and to not get frustrated with that. And if it takes longer than you were thinking, to not be frustrated by it. And it also could be like a relationship, because we have the woman here and she's holding the flower. And to me, the woman with the flower represents a relationship. It represents, thinking, staying positive. It could be a new relationship that's coming in for you again. Like I was saying, since we have the park here, and it's taking those opportunities. Like I said, if someone says, hey, I'm having a get together, why don't you come on over? You never know what could happen. Or we're all meeting here, or there's a family celebration. Even if nothing does happen, I feel that it's a good thing for you to get out and to be with people that you care about, or to get yourself kind of out of that usual routine, so that you can change things up, so that you can, sometimes it's nice to get out of the norm and change our schedule up, and it kind of makes us feel refreshed and gives us that new energy to keep pushing forward, to keep moving forward. Because sometimes, like I said, when things aren't happening at the pace that we want them to happen, and we get frustrated, and to change that up. And like I said, even if it's just getting together with a family member, and you're like, oh, I'm really glad I got out of the house. I'm really glad I changed the scenery. I'm really glad that, I took this opportunity to do this, because it kind of, sometimes it can just make you think of different ideas, or it can make you think of different things, and that helps you to get towards your goals, right? Or it just clears your energy. All right, so let's get a fortune reading card. Like this one here. Oh, look at this one. We have luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead, and I definitely feel like there are some big opportunities heading your way. I feel like, for some reason, I feel like it has to do a lot with this right here, and I feel like there are opportunities in this, with these get-togethers, and saying yes, right, to those opportunities. And I feel like that, again, leads you towards this wishing wheel, because you are working towards it. And when you have goals and wishes and dreams and things that happen for you, you knowing that, yeah, I put the work into it. Like I was focused on it, I hung in there, I pursued it, I worked on it, I took opportunities, and that really makes you feel good. That makes you even feel better about it happening, because you worked so hard to make it happen. And that's a good thing. And then especially with the luck, and it's March, and St. Patrick's Day is coming up soon, so the luck of the Irish. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.